Hey girly pop. Hey girly pop. Hey girly. Hey girly pop.
So the first thing I'm going to be showing you guys how to make is her watermark. So what you're going to want to do is go into Fonto and create a new image, which can just be a white square or whatever you want the background to be. Then what you're going to do is you're going to add your name to the picture, or like your channel name, whatever you're going to use for your logo. So I'm typing in Haley Pham. And then what you're going to do is change the font color to a yellow. It could be the brightest yellow you find. That's basically what I did, because what we're going to do to make it more visible is add something later on. And once you have the text, you're going to go to the style and then shadow and add a pink shadow to it that is not blurry and 100% opaque. And then you're going to repeat this for your other line of text, and you guys can just see what's going on the screen. After you have this, what you're going to do is go back into your text and go to stroke, change the width to 3 and make it black, like I'm doing here, and change the alpha all the way up. Then you're going to add the same text, but this time this is going to be your background. So you're going to go to style, stroke, you're going to change the width all the way up and the alpha all the way up, and then choose the color you want as your background. And you're going to make sure your text is the same color as the stroke that you made, and you can add a shadow, but I decided ultimately that I didn't want to. So then I'm just going to put this over my text, or underneath my text, and then I'm going to repeat it for the other line of text. So as you can see, I'm going to stroke, changing the alpha to 1 and the width all the way up to 30, and then changing the text color and the stroke color so that it is this blue color, and then adding this shadow to it so that it's just thicker. And then what I'm doing is I'm just going to arrange it, and as you guys can see, there are these white spots on it. So what you're going to want to do here is just pull your text out of the middle of it and arrange the background how you want. And then what you can do is you can go to add item, and you can add just like circles and squares just to cover up these little white bits, and just rearrange your text how I'm doing it here so that you can like not have these weird white spots anywhere. So once you're done with that, what you're going to want to do is go into superimpose, and you're going to load a blank background, and then what you're going to do is put this logo over it that you made, and then you're going to go to the mask tool, which is the magic wand, press the white part, and then you're going to save it as a PNG, and you have your logo. The first thing you're going to want to do is go into Video Star, and you're going to press Edit Video and add the video from your camera roll of whatever you want to add your face distortion to. And a tip for this is to make sure that the video that you have, the person is sitting almost center in the video so that it shows up right. Once you have that, you're going to press Make Video at the top right corner. So once it's done processing, what you are going to do is you are going to be selecting and splitting the part of the clip that you want for your video where the distortion will be. So you're going to scrub over to that and then press edit and then split clip, and then move it to where you want and press split, the split button, which is in the right corner. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do this again by going to where you want, pressing edit, and then going to split scene and pressing split. Then what you're going to do is you're going to hover over that section of the clip you want with the little white circle and go to Re-Effect Clip. Once you're in Re-Effect Clip, what you're going to do is press the plus at the bottom right corner, go to the search bar, and then what you're going to do is look up distortion, and then you're going to click on the one that pops up. Once that comes up, what you're going to do is there's going to be this arrow that's pointing upwards, and you're going to click on that, and then this has all the face distortions that you can use that Emma Chamberlain and Haley Pham use in their videos. So this goes back to what I was saying about having it in the center. It kind of distorts it weird if the person isn't sitting directly in the center of the screen, but they have a bunch of options anyway for you guys to use if you're choosing to make any distortions in your videos, and this is how you do it. To make the banner, the first thing you're going to want to do is go into Fonto and then select an image. I'm just going with like the iPhone 7 horizontal view, and then you're going to click on it and you can just use whatever color you want as your background. Then you're going to go to add item and add this square, and this is going to be basically your background for your banner. Then what you're going to do is go to add image and add a picture of a hydrangea flower onto it. And then I tilted it a little bit and arranged it in the middle of my screen. The next thing that I did is I added text, so I wrote Haley Pham out, but you obviously should write your own channel name or your own name for this part, so I wrote Haley Pham. Then what I did is I did this step 4 times and I did it in 4 different colors. So the first color I went with was yellow, and then I did it in pink, blue, and green, which is how she has it on her thumbnail. I also tried to make the colors a little brighter when I actually went back and did this again, because this time I'm doing it, the time I'm showing you, it was kind of like dark and it didn't really match with hers because hers are a lot brighter. So anyways, here I am just basically going through and changing the different colors of the text so that it matches up with Haley's thumbnail. Once I have all of my text, I'm going to start by arranging it from the one that's most farthest back to the one that's in the front. So I started out with the green one, and then I put the pink one, and then I put the blue one. And I arranged it so that the colors were offset to the left a little bit, as you can see here. And then I played around with that for a few minutes just to like make sure it looked how I wanted it to. And so that's how I ended up making this part of her thumbnail. Now to make the drawing part of it, what you're going to do is go to PixArt and load your banner. Then you're going to go to the draw tool, and once you're in the draw tool, you're going to go to the color. I changed it to the yellow that was on the text, and then what I did is I went to brush. I changed the size to about 14, and then I realized it was too big, so I went back and I made the text size 7, hardness 100%, and opacity 100%, and I drew 5 little lines around the corners of the text so that it looked like hers. As you can see, I repeated that step on the other side. And then once I was done drawing this, what I ended up doing was I pressed the apply tool and I saved it to my camera roll, and that is how you make Haley's banner. To make the colored borders, the first thing that you guys are going to want to do is go into CuteCut Pro and press Create New Movie, and then there's an option to change the color for the background. So what you're going to want to do is change this color to the color that you want your border to be. Then once you load your video into, once you press, you're going to select that, and then you're going to go into the video and you're going to load your video. You're just going to resize it a little bit so that you can see this border and so that there's like a thick outline. And then you can go back and change it by pressing the settings tool, but this is basically how you create the border around your video like Haley Pham has. I have 2 new announcements for you guys. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys I'm created a new Instagram account where I'm going to be selling my intro templates. This one is I just started posting intro templates right now, and I posted these palm leaf ones, and they range from about $10 to $15, and you guys can just contact me on my Instagram, iEditingX_intros, or iEditingX to buy it. You could pay through PayPal as well, so if you guys are interested in checking that out, be sure to. Another thing is I relaunched my website with a couple new designs on it to buy different things also. So I do have the intro templates that I made on my website as well as my Instagram, so you can contact me through there. I also have a book, actually. I wrote this book about getting started on YouTube and basically channel art and the basics of how you need to set up your channel. There's a lot of stuff, and you guys can look more into that on my website, and it's $7 if you're interested. And again, you pay on the website through PayPal. And then I also have video editing things where you can get a custom video, an introduction, or you can sponsor me if you're a company. So you can contact me on my email, which is right here, or on my contact page. But yes, that's my new announcements. Thanks for watching.